Hello, welcome to Hairstyle of the Week. We are going to do bubble braids this week. So I have already shampooed my hair and I parted it into four different sections. So after shampooing my hair, I applied my conditioner, and after applying my conditioner, I applied shea butter and I let it dry, but it's not completely dry, it's like mid-dry. You see, it's still humid enough. So the next thing that I did afterwards is I had some little pieces of thread. So I had these little pieces of thread that I used to secure the roots. I tried securing directly with rubber bands, but for a reason that I do not know, I did not succeed at doing that. I don't know if it means that the rubber bands weren't tight enough, or if it's just me who doesn't know how to use rubber bands. Let me precise that my hair is 4C, so perhaps it has some form of an impact on the thing. I don't really know. So, as I was explaining, I secured with these threads with threads made of yarn. It is just yarn. I cut it into very small pieces, and I use it to secure my roots. So I did it like that for each hair section because I did smaller sections, you see. And then I started using the rubber bands. So this is it. And like you, all you have to do is once you have secured the hair with the thread or with the yarn, you use your rubber bands and you add them section by section. I used something like 5 to 6 rubber bands for every bubble braid, and yeah, you have to use the rubber bands like you like you put them on your hair like one by one. One thing I discovered when I started doing it is that the rubber bands were snapping, so they were just like breaking into pieces, and I did not understand why. Let me say it's the very first time that I'm doing a hairstyle with rubber bands, and it's the first time that I'm doing bubble braids. So I don't know if you knew this, but I'm going to give you the tips that I used. So I watched a video on YouTube where a woman was explaining that before you use the rubber bands, you have to put oil on them. So I put all my rubber bands on a piece of paper. I poured a lot of oil on it. It was hibiscus oil. You can use any oil. It really has to be fluid. And I let it there for some time. Then I applied it back. This time the snapping was like there were less rubber bands which were breaking, but there's another thing that I realized. The huge mistake that I made was that when I was starting is that I was using just one rubber band. It's better if you put them together. Let me precise, perhaps you already knew that. I did not know it. I was just learning it. So I started using 2 rubber bands. So I would take 2 of them and I will secure the bubble braid with it 2 at the same time. Here you see me use just one because this was before the snapping and before everything started breaking and I started searching like what's going on. So if you use 2 of them, you would have to turn twice or maximum 3 times, but 2 times is enough, and then you have your bubble braid. You do that all throughout the hairline. So this is what I did. Now, how to maintain the hairstyle? You have to keep the hair under a satin scarf or under a durag when you're going to bed. This is really important. If not, all the moisture in your hair is going to be absorbed by your pillow. And you see, this hairstyle, I don't see it as other protective hairstyles. I think the hair is more exposed. So what I used to do is what I did for the week, like to keep it like really moist, really hydrated, is I sprayed with my spray bottle in the morning and in the evening. So every single day I did spray the hair morning and evening, morning and evening. So this is it. These are my tips. This is the tutorial for bubble braids. Follow if you enjoyed. God bless you and see you soon.